What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Can't believe I gotta go in on Ice-T again. Um, Y'all know that I'm a big fan of Ice-T and his music and his acting as well. I think he became a great actor over the years. Now, as far as his recent takes on things, I believe that he's drank a lot of that celebrity Kool-Aid. For a recent example of what I'm talking about, I just did a video on him last week about how he was applauding the fact that one of these writers from this Law and Order spinoff that's being produced or whatever, this writer got in trouble, or he got fired, I should say, because simply because of all the recent events that's going on with all the rioting and looting. The guy said, hey, listen, if any of y'all try to loot my property, I'm going to shoot you. So Ice-T was applauding that. So, I mean, just go watch the video yourself. I'm not even going to go into that because I think that's just so ridiculous that he was laughing at that and happy that someone lost their livelihood for stating something that is pretty reasonable when it comes to thinking. But anyway, y'all know I frequent the hip hop website, Hip Hop DX. I still love the site, even though it's getting a little bit too gossipy for me. But I stumble across this article titled, Ice-T makes it crystal clear for fans still confused over right to N-word. Let me go into this and we'll break it down piece by piece, all right? So here we go. Ice-T often fields questions from fans and haters on Twitter, his preferred social media platform. On Sunday, June 14th, he was asked why it was acceptable for black people to use the term nigga, but was forbidden to be used by white people. The OG gangster had a logical The OG gangster had a logical answer to the question, explaining, quote, here's a very simple rule. If the word doesn't apply to you, don't use it. Example, if you're not fat, don't call people fat. If you're not gay, stay away from words they can call each other. If the word does not apply to you, don't use it. So simple. Oh my God. Some of y'all can see right through that logic. It's just so fucking ridiculous. Okay, let's go with the fat people thing. So I'm not allowed to say, essentially what he's saying is, I'm not allowed to say that another motherfucker is fat. So let me let you people know something. So if you have someone that's suffering from diabetes or is overweight and they're having health issues, you can't tell that person, hey man, listen, you have a little bit of weight, you're fat, yo, let's go to the gym, let's get rid of this shit. You're not allowed to say that. Got it. Also, let's go to the gay thing. If you're not gay, stay away from words that they can call each other. You know what? To his credit, he was one of the first rappers to kind of stand against go against the whole homophobia nonsense. To his credit, I'll give him that. But if he truly feels this way, he should go to all his rap cohorts and tell them, hey, stop using the word faggot in your songs. Stop doing that. But he ain't gonna do that because, like, he should tell his boy Eminem, who is literally sleeping on millions off the use of the word faggot. Go tell him, hey, listen, stop doing that. Tell all these other rappers, stop using the word faggot. Like, he's not gonna go on that type of campaign. He won't do it. I know he ain't. So I mean, that logic just literally doesn't make any sense. So because you're not the person or what that person may identify as or whatever the case may be, you can't use certain words. Nah, that's bullshit. Mind you, this is coming from a guy who made an album titled Freedom of Speech. I've already been over this. I mean, this is just fucking mind-boggling, all right? It just doesn't make any sense. Let me continue on. In 2014, Public Enemy frontman Chuck D spoke on the word nigga being so prevalent in mainstream rap music and encouraged artists to stop using it. And again, I've been over this topic several times on my channel. I've told y'all, look, be the change that you want to see. And that's what Chuck D is saying. Without me reading into the rest of this shit, this was around the time when he was sort of going back and forth with Paul Rosenberg, and this was one of his gripes when it came to Summer Jam, that, you know, you're throwing the word nigga out there, blah 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 blah. Listen, I totally agree with that. Ice-T, you're in a music genre where you're making millions off the word nigga. You're selling it to mainstream America. What do you think these people are going home doing when they're internalizing and memorizing your lyrics? They're saying nigga in the comfort of their own homes. And when I say mainstream America, I'm talking about, I mean, let me just put it in the racial lens for a minute. White people, because we all know that's who Ice-T is referring to. And actually, the one fan that asked the question. So let's put it in that light for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? I've been over this. Like Jay-Z and Kanye song, "Niggas in Paris." Yeah, it was big. It's a big song. What do you think white people are gonna do when they go to a concert? They're gonna be reciting those lyrics. So don't get mad. Like, take it out of your fucking music. And shout out to Common, because he vowed a few years ago to stop putting like homophobic slurs, and I think he don't even say nigga in his songs anymore. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. He's the change that he wants to see. You understand? Like, so I don't understand like how you're gonna put that out there. Meanwhile, it's okay for you to make money off of it. And you know, like, this dude has a song called "Straight Up Nigga" off the the OG album, which is a fucking classic album, by the way. I highly recommend it to anyone in hip hop. Great fucking album. One of my favorite songs on there. Again, white people were buying that album. I mean, what do you think they were saying when they heard that song? And to drive my point even further home, Ice-T is the front man for a rock band called Body Count. They're like metal, hardcore, fucking great band. Have all their albums except the latest one, Carnivore. I keep saying to myself, I keep forgetting to pick it up. But he's playing to majority white audiences. And guess what word is littered throughout a lot of those songs? Nigga. Right. So when you play Cop Killer and you get to the part, who gave them niggas them rock guitars? What do you think them white people are chanting out there? I mean, I highly doubt they're just standing there, especially at a metal show. I mean, come on. Like it don't make any sense. And this dude is the same guy who, I believe this was around the time when Al Sharpton was trying to bury the word nigga. And I believe it was Ice-T. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he said, "No, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna say the word nigga till the wheels fall off." All right, like, so. I mean, this dude makes no fucking sense, man. I mean, I'm telling you, man. TDS and this whole George Floyd shit, just there's so much of this censorship going on. It's just ridiculous. Everybody wants to change. Everything got to change, and this and that. And you know, well, someone let me read this comment real quick because this made my day. Someone left this comment. "I like Ice-T, but that's stupid logic. A lot of those words are descriptive and aren't ownership by anyone. In regards to the N-word, if it's in a song and you're singing along, it's fine. Aside from that, it's not a good idea. Personally, I think popularizing and glorifying a volatile word, then acting indignant when someone else uses it in the same context is ridiculous. I think a white person saying that's my nigga is less offensive than a black person talking about how they'll pop a nigga in the dome. Being offended by words is childish. It's the context that counts. And you don't need to use the N-word to be racist." And this dude has the most flames in here. That, I guess that's their approval system, like a thumbs up. And listen, I agree with that totally. Again, this is not, and I have to keep reiterating this to you Negroes out there that are gonna run around and say, "Well, you're defending people." Say, listen, look, I don't really care. I'm not emotional because I understand context. I understand when someone's being racist. I understand when someone's just simply, reciting a word or talking in context. I get it. You know what I mean? Like if someone's talking about racism and they're talking about certain words, yeah, the word nigga is going to come up with the hard R. Yeah, I get it. I'm not going to sit here and get my panties in a bunch about that shit. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. If someone's reciting a song, guess what? It is what it is. So I think that a lot of people got to realize context does matter when it comes to certain things. And, when it comes to particularly this. But yeah, I think that's it. Just wanted to get going on that. Like Ice-T, I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just so disappointed in the man Ice-T. Again, this was a guy who pioneered saying whatever the fuck you want and this and that. Now all of a sudden there's rules to like, nah, I'm not buying that shit, and none of you niggas should either. All right. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, thumbs up my shit, share it across Twitter, Facebook to fight the YouTube algorithm and censorship. And follow me on BitChute and Brighteon under the Misanthropic one. All right. That's it. Peace, bitches.